So welcome to a little different unboxing video from TimeTech, where today we'll be talking about the Galaxy Tab S10FE. Why is it going to be a little different? Because I have opened up this tab and I've used it for 2 months already at this point, and I thought I'll include my initial impressions, then I'll upload a review video later on. So yeah, I've been using it for 2 months. I have a lot of thoughts about it. Let's go ahead and get started with the box. So this one right here is the Wi-Fi version. Okay, let's get straight into it. So when you first remove the lid of the box, you're greeted with a tablet, and not just that, it comes in this very cool little wax paper kind of feel. And let's switch it on and put it to the side first before we carry on with the review, or rather the initial impressions of the tab. The things included in the box, which honestly speaking is not a lot. First of all, we got a S Pen, which is a really cool thing. Then we have the documentations with a SIM card tray or a SIM removal tool, and we've got a cable right over there. So this is a white cable, and obviously you're getting instruction manuals for the tab. I'm gonna put all this to the side, and we are going to open up another part of the tab. So this right here is the back cover keyboard slim, which has the AI key, and this one is worth, I think, 249 SGD, which I don't think is worth the price, but this is given for free, so I think it is worth the price that it is, which is free. So again, in the same wax paper kind of feel, you just remove it, and you can remove basically just the things right there. And obviously it does come with an instruction manual right over there. Now let's go ahead and talk about the actual device itself. So as soon as you boot up the tab, you'll be greeted with a 10.4-inch TFT LCD display. And not just this, you'll also be greeted with One UI 7. So this is a pretty slim tab at 6mm thick. So if you're talking about the S25 is 5.8mm, this right here is 0.2mm thicker, but it is still a relatively thin tablet. And not just that, I really love what Samsung did with the tab. I'm sorry for my very sweaty hands, I'm gonna make it even worse now, but I really love the color that Samsung did on this one. So this one right here is blue, and I really love the combination of the Samsung logo right over there inlaid in blue, and the whole antenna breaks right over there, again in blue. And then we obviously have the stereo speakers, which in my first impressions, they sound really good. Then obviously we have the S Pen that we can just clip on, just like that. So again, first impressions of this tab has been very promising. I really enjoyed using this tab as my use case, and during the first few days, it ran really well, and I actually didn't search up on the processor until I realized that it felt like a flagship, but it is using the non-flagship Exynos 1580. So that means optimization is there on this on a mid-range tab like this one. So it's really cool. So these little clips are all done with this tab. So this tab is actually a pretty capable tab for my use case. Throw in some heavy editing work, it will handle it totally fine. Battery life has been very good. Occasionally I do use this for like music playing and things like that, which is where the speakers come in really loud, really clear. I really love the speakers. So first impressions on this tab is just downright amazing. So as you can tell, sketching on this thing is also pretty simple. I mean, it does have a very big canvas as a whole. So I really enjoy using this as like a sketch thing or something like that. The S Pen has always been very accurate for what I like to do, and you can even take out the S Pen from prior Note devices or maybe S Ultra devices. I'm using my S24 Ultra now, so I'm gonna take a Note 9 S Pen. See that? but I said this one is actually broken, so I can't really use it properly. But yeah, you get the idea. Basically, anything Wacom tech related can be used on this tab. So really, it does serve my purpose very well. When it comes to note taking, see that my signature, I can just have that right there. So yeah, I really like what they did with this tab, and not just that, the fact that it is really thin makes it really simple for me to just hold on to it and just watch videos and things like that. The bezels are manageable, okay with the bezel size. I think this is considered thin for a tablet, but I'm not too sure. So watching videos on this is a treat. On a manageable side, ergonomics wise, I would wish that they would move it a little higher, but it's still fine. Now, presumably to allow for a special feature of the CMF, it has pretty obvious plastic chassis from front on, which makes the phone look less immersive. Colors are great on the phone. It does get relatively bright under the sun, though I must add, 2000 nits is not possible because that is Then here's a little something that, like, why did Samsung bother? I generally ask Samsung whenever they do things like this, is the camera. So we all know tablet cameras are crappy, but why in a tablet's camera do you want to give UHD aka 4K on a camera that just sucks? I mean, okay, sure, that is okay. I don't know why who would take this tab out for like a concert or something. Please, I don't understand why. But is the option, it's there. Yeah, I just set it at max. And if you switch over, you get a front facing ultra wide camera. You can't zoom in, but you can only zoom out. This is an ultra wide camera. Hi. Okay. Yeah, so it's right on top right there, and it is in the horizontal location right over there. Yeah, if you want to do your Zoom calls and stuff like that, I guess, I don't know. Is it Zoom? No, Skype is the one that's shutting down. Right, recipes, whatever. Okay, and finally, for the first impressions, let's talk about this thing right here. This is the AI keyboard cover. Why do companies like to put AI everywhere? Let me give the tab a wipe because I'm pretty sure it's very grubby and disgusting. Okay, I've given it a really rough wipe down. Let's go ahead and install the magnetic case for this device. So just snap it on like that. Just a minute. You need to make sure it's aligned because I don't know how the hell is it not. Okay, there you go. So you align it, and then boom, it becomes practically a flip cover that wakes your phone up. Tap out. And in this mode, you can just, you notice the pins right on the bottom. It aligns with this one right over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of a quick typing test. I don't like the keyboard, honestly speaking. The AI key I find is a little frustrating, but you know, nowadays everyone wants to put AI everywhere, so that's fair, I guess. But like, I would rather it to be like a little key where you can just program it to do something else, which I believe you can, but I just don't like the AI key. So the keyboard feels okay. Definitely not laptop level, but if you want to get your things done, well, you can get things done with it. So there's that. And you can also kind of like program things with the keyboard. You can kind of map your keys with the keyboard and do things like that. So that is pretty sick. And then regarding the S Pen, you can snap it on top like that, or you can close the tab and snap it right over there. That's all. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all when I have the when I have my watch contents finished, and the review of this tab will be out because it's already on its way, being typed on this tablet, and it's going to be edited on this tablet. So yeah, bye.